Okay. What the hell were we supposed to do? We need to level up. We need to get the friendly monsters. Is that it? Big ifs are there are simply that I don't want to spend an immense amount of time on that. Because it is in the end just that random fights after random fights after random fights, and there's no telling how long you do it, hours maybe. And we've already spent pretty much a couple of hours running around trying to fight things. So I'm not sure if it's worth it, and it's not particularly entertaining even for me. So I'd much rather, I think, try to wrap up the game somehow and move on to something else than just keep fighting random fights in the hopes that we might stumble upon the correct thing. At the same time, there's no harm in really looking for them. It's not like I'm acting totally blind. I do recall some things. I just don't recall all of it. I do recall some of their locations. That's not really good enough. If we don't get all of them, it won't matter, because it's not just a matter of... I'm not interested in just the points. If I was interested in just the ability points, I could do anything at all to get them. That's not what I'm doing. The problem is that it's linked to the what is it? The special monster I've been sort of preparing for. They're linked to the friendly monsters away. That's the main reason I'm looking forward to taking them down, because if you can take that down, it'll make the fight easier. Yeah, it's a fairly significant change. So if I can't fight all of them, it increases our problem quite a bit. If I can. I don't know if the levels we have or the actual hit points amount of our characters will amount to matter that much, so we can actually fight it at a much lower level, which would actually save a lot of time. So it's spend some time to find them in order to save time grinding. I don't want to leave it undefeated. Mainly because I suppose it's in a way toughest fight of the game. Eventually you could have a lot more trouble with others, but still, technically at least. I do sort of like to kill them, just for the sake of doing it. Shit. There are forests here. We know. I'm pretty sure I know about 2 of the 3 of them locations. I don't know where the nymph is though. No clue. But I don't think it's in here in this continent. There has to be something here though. but it's not going to be the nymph. Problem with that is because the nymph is the next in our step, and it was in the outer continent. But there has to be something here. There has to be. Because is it in the goddamn forest? It would be somewhere between Oilbert and Rimas. Here. Because that's the thing you have to travel, so there's... Well, it's probably in one of these forests here. It basically has to be, because this continent has to have one of those friendly creatures. It's not always guaranteed to be in a forest, but a very large amount of the encounters are either in forests or an area near forest. So it doesn't really matter what it is, as long as we find it. If it's not the nymph, then we know we have to basically go back, because it sort of progresses similarly to how the storyline progresses to us to an extent. So if this is something not nymph would have been before this. It does not mean after this. I think it's basically a crapshoot. Could be anywhere, because we've unlocked all the areas. I know one of the later ones will be in the Mist Continent, for example, but I'm much better recollection about those, I think. The middle area, the nymph, maybe what follows it, or even one bit after that. Those are the grey parts, I'm not sure at all. I'm going to go around the areas here. We'll fight a couple of fights in these forests, around the forest. We have to find it. If we really don't find shit now in this session, I'm thinking about that in this, simply because I don't want to play these games just for this random fighting crap. It is to a large extent just a bit of fun. I think the bigger crime might be that you're not really getting anything out of these, and at the same time the fights themselves are particularly interesting. After you face a monster a few times, move past the area, it feels increasingly thus that you're really throwing your time, wasting your time. We aren't gonna find the friendly monsters, we should find pop quizzes at least. I think those are randomly being thrown your way if you visit these areas. They're not always in forests, but I do recall that a lot of them are, probably most of them. And there might not be a set location. So if an area can have that kind of an encounter, it might have it again and again and again. Maybe not immediately, but when you revisit it or something. Nymph could be in the outer continent, would be northeast. because that's where we get nymph cards there. So it's a creature of that area. So I don't even recall nymphs. Have I even met a nymph? I don't recall. Either way, the creature will most likely be in the area where you actually meet the hostile versions of those. Although I don't recall meeting any Jedi's. Yeti creature, that was a friendly one. I haven't seen any hostile ones. So it's not a guarantee. Also, ladybugs. They wasn't the hostile version of those. They were a similar type insect in the Mist Continent. I don't think they were named the same. Please, please, please be a friendly monster. Please, 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 please. Fuck you. What is it? Prima Vista means love at first sight. New. 72% correct. A little more effort would be nice. We'll come back to this forest. Since we had a friendly encounter here, I want to another area back there. I just don't think you can have a lot of friendly encounters right after. Ooh. Please, 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 please! Ugh. Trino's Cafe Card Carta is for members only. That's true. It could be a different name cafe, but it's certainly a members only cafe. They're pretty good. Yeah. Again, we'll switch forests. We'll keep jumping from forest to forest until we get actual encounters. Okay, question. What the fuck are you? Emerald, Jabberwock. Run away! Run away! This is good. This is very, very good. Jabberwock. the hell out of here. I'm going back to the outer continent. This is... Oh shit, apparently this is cute. Have you met the others? Oh, this is the final one. Okay, very good. Very, very good. Very, 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 very good. Very, very good. Because that's pretty much 4 I can say that I know where they are now. So we're then just the number of these creatures. One I haven't visited. It'll be in the Mist Continent. I recall that. It's very, very tough to find. At the same time, easy to call, I suppose. We've been here. Now this was where we had the right and wrong question answered. Suppose we can redo these. Yeah, if we abandon the... I mean, if we don't abandon or move to another area once we've had a friendly encounter, I don't think we can have it there. Please, please, please be an imp. Ah, fuck you. Well, at least it's something. We'll have to come back here, but not now. Moving on to another forest pit. So this seems to work quite well. Very well, in fact. Definitely will do forest jumping. Bobo bird is a bird. Yeah, I didn't even manage to have time to read the question, so yeah, whatever. Of course, it's elementary knowledge, really. I would really like if the messages wouldn't disappear so fast. I think that could be altered, but I'm very... Field messages. Yeah, let's slow it up. It won't... I'm hoping it won't matter, because you can always click to speed them up anyway. Bible messages are another matter. There, the flow has to be a bit more natural. What does this do? Shit ton of them. Minus. Can't exactly switch items. Still. You seriously can't learn it. What I thought. Auto regen. Zidane is certainly reaching. What I thought. Story. Zidane is certainly reaching the point where he has everything. We probably should do this with another group. I mean the friendly monsters, because you don't get experience, but you do get a lot of ability points. So there's no point in having the guys do them who don't have anything to learn anymore. We might want to switch around characters or be forced to play with other characters at some point, so it makes a lot of sense to have others get a few abilities here and there. But I want to have the chain ready from start to finish. I want to know all of it, then we can switch around. We don't really want to fight with this terrible group. Right or wrong question? Right? Yes. And I have time to read it now. A quiz. The Petits village of goblins. No, dwarves. I guess these are technically paddle messages though. So the field message speed won't make any difference here. But it's sort of hard to answer the questions if you don't have time to read the questions in the first place. Battle speed. I guess the battle speed affects the message speed, but I'm not willing to turn that down. It is excruciatingly slow otherwise. I suppose slowing it down might help quite a bit in some harder fights, but it doesn't look like this forest has anything. Not even the right or wrong questions. I'm okay with the encounters that have the right or wrong answer. They're not all that important, but you might want to do auction house buying, so the money is really welcome. I don't think we can get anything really good out of it anymore because we've answered so many correctly, but doesn't mean that we can't take advantage of the money. The few thousand gold that we can get. Seems to be pretty guaranteed to get those. Those two other forests don't have any real encounters. Might have to move to another area. And it's not always 100% guaranteed that you'll get the special encounters. So you probably shouldn't give up all that easily. Not sure if we can buy anything really usable in the auction at this point. More quest items that we don't really know where to use them. This is another forest that will have the right or wrong questions encounters. In here. I don't know. I don't think it matters. Just keep forest hopping. Only one desert exists in the whole world. Actually, I don't know. I can only think of a single desert, but I can't say false. The one I can think of is Kuja's. Where Kuja's hideout was, but at the same time, these could be considered deserts too, I suppose. Wait. Is that part of the main continent? Yes, it is. I just wondered that there's no some kind of a massive monster attacking us. I think there's about 20 questions in the right or wrong, oh, true or false quizzes. I wouldn't mind if we just ran them out. We're gonna keep hopping the forest on this continent. Where do you encounter nymphs? I don't think it's the mist continent anymore. Because it sort of follows a fairly linear path as far as until the point where you visit all the continents. Very good. Actually, if it's not a forest encounter, we'll never find it this way. If Nymph isn't a forest encounter, what the hell could it? Well, what the hell is it gonna be? By the way, we're fast approaching the point where we have to basically decide are we going to stick with this or give it up. Yeah, we're so close. We're missing like 1 or 2, and then we have it. We have the complete link. We have 1 missing link on the top end, but I think I know where that is. So we just need something to link to the Jabberwock. Once we have that, we have it. If we encounter the Jabberwock here too. These cards, I don't recall anymore. So they should have true or false guy somewhere. And here it is. Last question. Oh. You can defeat Raktimer. I have no idea what a Raktimer is. Time mouse. Ah, you. And that's the end of that. I suppose, at least. Maybe. I suppose so. So any friendly encounter at this point will be one of the missing creatures. There's quite a few forests on this continent that I'm pretty sure I haven't visited at all. So there's quite a few forests on the previous continent too that we haven't visited though. But as well visit these first. I'm pretty sure we visited everything on the Forgotten continent. And more importantly, our target should be before that. We defeated a Beeple, we got a Beeple card. We got Nymph cards on the previous continent. It's just, in my opinion, everything just sort of points there. Wait. Did it those two? Still, there aren't that many forests on this continent, so even if there's nothing here, I'm not gonna take it. Please, be a nymph. Or is it? It's the. Oh, fuck you. Are we doing this again? And put this over. That ends the test. You got 75% correct. That's a bad score, not really. Okay, thanks for sharing. Right, so we'll have to do another encounter here. Ah, you got my hopes up, right? Shit. And trans, right, when it can do no good anymore. Ooh. What do these things do? Physical damage to all enemies. Physical damage. Yep. Nice non-descriptive names. And yeah, no idea what they do. Probably will never find out either. Because it's very unlikely that you happen to reach trans in a single combat. Usually you reach it in these, but take a turn or two to finish which means by the time you get the chance, the fight is already over. I wish I could switch ZDA into something else. Magic damage reduced to 0. This area has the other one. More forests? I think so. Yeah. So I'm getting back to the outer continent, exploring there. It certainly could be that it's not enough forests. Also start the other end of the continent. I haven't spent all that much time there. Has to be something that's fairly easily reachable though. The remaining forests are mostly on the east continent. I think there's a few in the reef area. Suppose we could start going through those, but that seems very unlikely. At the same time, if we're not finding it here, it probably isn't here. Thinking of logical story-wise, the steps we have to travel to here, this is pretty much it. After you visit Leafla Tree, more or less you have to come back here. Oh no, you go to Alexandria for a brief period. But it wouldn't be out of the question that it's actually there, in some of the forests near the castle. I'll go through these and head there. I still think it's here. Everything else fits to being here. It's proper difficulty, proper place for the goddamn opponent in the first place. But clearly I'm not finding it here. So. But if you're at all lucky, it's the only missing piece. Citadel is either here or close to Alexandria, I guess. Ooh. I didn't really expect these type of opponents here. This isn't where you have to go though. I think this is more related to what we have to do now, story-wise. These, what we would call it, elemental seals, as the enemies are more or less in the same category as in the northern ice continent. Holy good spell. We wouldn't have to boost really take out all that much. We should probably do 9,999 damage with that. That's the kind of hitting power we want if we want to go up against anything really dangerous. There's one big benefit, or a rather difference between this and Final Fantasy 7 and 8, the big bosses, is that there are no million hit point bosses here. The ability to do that kind of damage means a lot more here than it does in the previous Final Fantasy games. Well, have I been here? These forests? I'm not sure. Probably not, actually. We've been in the big forest. Maybe some of the forest here and there, but not all three. Still, one goddamn nymph is causing so much trouble. I'm not going to fight in the entrance area here, outside the forest, simply because I've certainly walked around here, so if the encounter was just a random place in the desert, we would have encountered here already. Well, the Lifachi area would be an exception. There the travel happens in the mountain range. But I don't think so. I suppose we should go to Alexandria then. Well, yeah. Don't think it's there, but as opposed to going through these over and over again, when it's clearly not going anywhere. Still a handful of forest here left. But it certainly looks like it's not here. God damn it. What happened in the plot line near the Lipat forest instead? Mist was removed. Okay, it's definitely... Puja attacked Alexandria. So it would make sense that it could be somewhere in the forest area there, certainly. Point to auto live. Signer and Vivi and Stain don't really have anything to gain by fighting abilities wise. And we're looking at tens of ability points from just doing that, in giving some creatures some items. We just find the nymph. God damn. Couple more forests and I'm heading back to the Mist Continent. But I can't see it being on the Mist Continent. Ooh. Using Chemist and Water Reflect. Probably not here, we've been in these forests multiple times. Now this would be... The one thing that makes me think it's not in Alexandria is because it's sort of backtracking. But it also, usually these places are in areas where you have to move around them anyway. Yeah, I don't recall exactly where the couple of ones were here. Here, they're always been between the various locations. If not directly, they're very close by there, so there's never has been there any need to do any kind of serious traveling around. To go to out of way places if the encounter happened. I suppose we should start fighting outside the forest too. I'm sort of afraid that the only reason we haven't found it already is because I'm assuming things again. It's in the forest. Because a lot of encounters have been happening in the forest, but to be fair, a lot of them have been the true or false guy. There have been several of them friendly encounters that didn't happen in the forest, or happened in the fields close to the forest. Really nothing to do with the forest in the first place. With this green area here, for example. But assume it's green area no matter what. It's a goddamn nymph. It's not gonna be a desert creature. Does it even look? It looks different. The enemies are the same. I don't know, but it's just a single goddamn encounter. Well, hopefully a single goddamn encounter. There's Madain Sari forests, but that's it. We're gonna head back to Alexandria. Take your fucking ore, you whore! Jesus Christ! I've been here this forest. Jesus Christ! I honestly thought it would have been less chance based. I mean that you can fairly reliably just go somewhere and you will get the encounter. Woodcock. Jabberwock, okay. Okay, now we have a Catalink. Catalink! Excellent. It's saying change the party. It's a waste of time or resource rather to use this. These guys have nothing to gain anymore. Promise string, does it do anything? String. And that you have multiple saws. No weapon tech, no hack tech. Nothing new. Ooh, light rope. Half MP, full life. Thank you very much. Haste. I'd like to have something that requires a lot more points. Boost. Ultra life. Well, I think we have the link. I'm fairly certain we have it. Okay, who wants to get abilities? Wonderful, wonderful abilities. Maybe out. Steiner out. Dagger. I don't know. Morant might be nice. I don't really want to leave Dagger behind either. There's a good chance she'll play some kind of a role at some point, so. Kaiser Knuckles, Confidant Curse, or Spare Change. Something that requires a lot of points, Restore HP. Auto Life and Revive. Holy shit, Marin can revive. What's the difference between Revive and Life? Jabberwocky, where was it? I recall the more or less the course. It was east of the spaceship hull, right? There was a group of few forests here. Yep. Here, in fact, pretty certain of that. Or was it a little bit forward? I think it was here. Might not have been this exact forest, but it was one of these. Not this. Or it could be. We were in the Neem forest quite a few times before we actually got under. I don't intend to fight all that much. I'd rather run away. Goal is to get these. Get them now. Spread the coins. Then basically start doing something totally different. We do need more level ups before we can go after the ultimate enemy. But I'm probably going to do that by simply playing more of the plots. No reason not to do it that way. In this general area. I just run away. I'm pretty sure it's one of these 3 forests here. I'm pretty sure actually it's one of these 2 forests. Yes. So, what did you want? Emerald. We did a bit of a stupid thing though. Doesn't matter now. We didn't put the ability bonuses on our characters. Feather Circle, yeah, you know where that is too. AP. Moonstone. Excellent. Probably should, yeah, probably should pick skills that are actually useful. The potion, Devil Killer, Defense, Insomniac. Jesus Christ, you're lacking a lot of things. Dagger isn't getting all that much out of these either. She has a lot of summon powers that she basically doesn't know how to use now. Shiva Ifrit, but those are fairly easy to get. Boost. For the life. Yeah. That's a different matter. Okay, Eiko seems to be in a similar position. She'll get the last of these that she's missing. Healer, haste. I'm not seeing all the new abilities we would even find remotely useful. Region, well, that's something. Need more points. Boost. Yeah. Maybe. Probably don't have ability up. Yes, you do. Excellent. How about you? Ability up? Excellent. Ability up. Ah, I was sort of worried I might be wasting points. Okay, this is another one we already know. Might have to switch around our members again. We meet it in the forest. I don't recall. Maybe not. I landed here because I needed the landing pad for the Chocobo, not because the creature was here. Creature is a little bit to the west. Strixtron does remind me of something though. Whichever white mage we would pick, she's the one who has to have the weapon Dagger is now using. It was here. Yeah, Tiger Racket. quite a bit better. That's a new ability. Okay. Sleep near the forest then. If it was. Ooh. Unfriendly birds. So somewhere in this area anyway. Why is it so hard to find now? So I'm going back into the forest. Well, I definitely are in the correct area. I wish the nymph would also have. I haven't encountered a single hostile nymph. Does it not want its moonstone anymore? I know it's here. I've already found it. Why? I'm a bit shocked. I guess this is the bigger problem here. Just as all these hard to find, there's too much chance-based things going on at the same time. So even if you're at the correct place, doing everything you're supposed to do, you can still miss out quite easily. So we aren't going anywhere. Why is it so hard to find the goddamn piece of shit? It's not in the forest. It was pretty much in the landing spot, but just forward. Where the initial boat landing happened. So a little bit to the west, yeah. I was just wondering, more or less, is the fact that we found basically almost everyone in the forest. So, is everything actually, can they just be found in the forest? Be a nice time to find the plastic thing anyway. Have to keep fighting. Yeah, somewhere around here maybe. We have to keep fighting these. We're gonna get the level ups anyway. I think it was in the snow. We were trying to find the Yeti. We were traveling the frozen areas around here in hopes, or snowy areas, in the hopes of stumbling upon it. So it's definitely here. But we are not getting it anymore for some goddamn reason. And we're not getting away either. Still, it's here. It is here. Encounter it. You know exactly where it is, but if for some reason the game says no, you say no game. What am I doing wrong? Oh, for fuck's sake. Why does it have to be like this? Because they're random encounters, and there's probably a percentage chance that you'll get the encounter instead of having a reliable location where you can go and basically guarantee the encounter. I don't get it. Where's the fun in this? I mean... understand that you have to work somewhat to get the find the encounters, but what I don't get is why have them so random. It's just a massive chance that no one's ever going to find all of them without spending a huge amount of time on it. And there's a difference between committing time to something that you have to work for and basically forcing you to re-roll dice constantly until you happen to get a bit lucky and get the encounter you wanted. Yeah, it's just not coming up anymore. I wonder if we cheat save states, because if it's basically a random encounter with a dice roll, we just make a save state, and if the encounter isn't what we want, load it instead of having to fight repeat. Maybe you get the encounter you want. Looks like it's not in here. Pretty sure it was here though. Written on the beach or something. Thank you, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'll be doing that. Garuda. Yeah, Garuda, I know where that is. I'm not sure if we'll go from Garuda to the little land or not. It's Lazuli. Garuda is on the Mist Continent. Almost got it. Spare change. That was right. Aura. Cover MP attack. But Garuda is in a very nasty place. It's can't recall the name. Gizimalo's forest. The one time we got totally annihilated by a Grand Dragon very early in the game. Garuda, but wrong Garuda. Only question mark really anymore here is the lamb going to come after this one? If not, then I'm throwing my hands up at that point. Lapis Lazuli. Diamond. What are we missing? Restore points. I'm sort of thinking, should we switch party around at this point? Because these guys cannot learn anything worthwhile. We can maybe fulfill some of their slots with a ability or two. Well, we have like these good. But Amaranth isn't gonna get shit out of this. There is no... You can get something. Haste or regeneration. problem really is, but Amaranth is just wasting the points. Sort of Dagger and Echo are there too, but at least they'll get something useful. The Amaranth is a total waste of time now. And we could gain something fairly substantial from the last one. And since there's no guarantee who fight when, maybe we should put in Freya there. It's basically once in a lifetime chance for her to get basically maybe a half a dozen abilities. So when we do get something like that, it could be something totally different. It is the last one after all. Queen up, yeah, we probably are not going to use it. Queen would not is in no way bad, but it would require us to eat the frogs and all that. We haven't done it. I'm certainly not going to start doing it now. We have maybe what 10, 20 frogs at the most. Yeah, good luck getting 80 more quickly. It's just another project we'd have to do. And I don't want to add any more to this. I'm going to do this one goddamn thing, killing the powerful dragon breath. I'm going to kill the most powerful monster, and that is it. Moonstone. Okay, you can get one thing. There's it. Black belt would be hit points plus 20%. Not bad. Counter regeneration, counter life. I like this more. Okay. Making sure she has ability up. You have ability up. Right. Love ability up. Exit. So. Long time to take these, but it's over. And we're going to have to move forward a lot. We'll take our level ups that way. And I don't want to go leveling up specifically anymore. Just getting these has been a multi-hour grind. That's enough for one game. Just give me my goddamn encounter. Yeah. Just give it to me. What do you want? Die. You can reach the round guy. brown guys are... Ooh, Rosetta Ring. Didn't realize that. Elixir card. Brown guy is our enemy that we're going after. It is basically a sphere in the sky. What it does in actuality is make... it's a flying unit, so you can't use melee attacks against it. Now you can. That's, I think, one of the major differences. It's just hard if we can't do any physical damage to it. Halfway to Dragon's Breath. Almost auto-like, and we got pretty much everything else too. Fairy Ring, regeneration. We got everything we need really. Yep. The end. Going after actual plot of this. Just had to get the crew together who actually want to gaining experience. We have enough abilities that we can handle whatever they're throwing our way. Our biggest weakness is the lack of hit points. Making sure everything is set up, so we don't have to do any maintenance work. We can just go after the story button start. Take armlet. Interesting. More strength. What was the item we got? Zeta Ring. Absorbs fire elemental attacks. Ring with a fire god spiritual inside. Concentrate, reflect 2. Huh. Should not be using that. Take this. It looks more or less in order. Need to upgrade our magic stat as much as possible. Faces Shadow Elemental Attack. Please. Faces Shadow Elemental Attack. Team damage. A lot of our spells, well, I don't think a lot. The better spells are probably Shadow Magic. I guess we're about as ready as we're gonna get. Jesus Christ, Eiko really needs levels. also need to change abilities. I'm not sure if Order Haste is what we want to go with. Body Temp, level up, ability up. Ability up doesn't do us any though anymore, does it? Might want to steal something. You. Points distracted. More hit points. Pull up ability up. Yeah, everything's more or less okay. You want something else. Big devil killer. Quite sure where we're going. Pull up ability up in the body. Return medic. Returns medic used by enemy. Bit risky though. Half MP please. No, we can't afford that. Not even close. Yeah, because we don't have the levels. Okay. Yeah, Eiko has about 12 points less for special abilities, so I wonder she has trouble getting everything together.